I'm not Tupac, but I get around. Riding on my bike is where I can be found. I don't drive a car cause I'm just too proud, so I'll tell the story of how it first went down. Our journey begins in the city of Azusa, home of one of my favorite architectural styles. We're going to be taking the Metro A line to the C line to Aviation LAX, and then biking to Dockweiler Beach just west of the airport. Recently, the A line has been experiencing some hygienic issues, and I'll get to that in a second. Here I've got my bike situated in the designated area with some bungee cords that I brought, unlike Metrolink that has its own built in. I don't usually wear masks, but it smells like actual feces in here. Yeah, that sucks. Anyways, check out this amazing scenery as we cross the San Gabriel River, heading west towards Pasadena. In Pasadena, we curve south, passing by this power plant, some forest-looking areas overlooking the Arroyo Seco bike path, then the annoyance of Highland Park where the train has to wait in traffic, and we make our way over the LA River into downtown.
Now arriving, Union Station in downtown LA.
From Union Station, we briefly take a gander at the traffic on the 101 before heading underground into the new regional connector tunnel. This tunnel opened last year, making the current A line possible, prior to which we would have had to transfer from the Gold line to the Blue line at Union Station. We emerged just past 11th Street near the Convention Center.
Now arriving, Pico Station.
Bus.
Exit here for Crypto.com Arena, LA Live, and the Convention Center.
Is it weird to have a sports arena named after a website devoted to funeral services? We then get treated to some more train having to wait in traffic on Washington Boulevard, and curve south towards South LA. The tracks we're on right now used to be part of the Pacific Electric Railway, which ceased operations here in the 1960s. It wasn't until 1990 when LA Metro revitalized service along this corridor as the original segment of the Blue Line to Long Beach. Here's a brief shot of the watchtowers shortly before we get off at Willowbrook to transfer to the C line. I apparently didn't see the elevator from the A line platform, but ended up taking the one from the bus bay side. Most stations on the C line are notoriously loud for being in the median of the 105 freeway. Shortly the train arrives and we're on our way west. Arguably the loudest station on this system, Harbor Freeway, is in the middle of two freeways. We continue west along the 105 towards Aviation LAX station, which is at the southeast corner of the airport. In the future, the Metro K line extension will make getting directly to the airport much easier, but for now you'd have to take a bus from here. The unmistakable smell of jet fuel. So there's LAX, we're going to the beach directly west of LAX. Yeah, we're right here and we're going right here. And we started way the heck over here. From the station, we make our way onto Imperial Highway, which goes underneath the 105 freeway, making for a really imposing but also somewhat majestic backdrop. Alright, I can dig this bike lane. The South Bay is known for being home to many aerospace and defense companies like Boeing, Raytheon, Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin, and SpaceX to name a few. And also the El Segundo oil refinery, which the city is named after. Coming up on Sepulveda, which actually goes underneath the airport, I think. The 105 ends just west of Sepulveda, merging in its entirety with Imperial Highway. Biking this way really puts into perspective how big the airport is. It's about 3 miles long. Alright, it smells like ocean now instead of jet fuel. I much prefer that smell. Let's hope all the fire pits aren't taken at 8 in the morning. We make our way to the end of Imperial Highway at Dockweiler Beach, which is special because the first bike quest I ever filmed started at the eastern end of Imperial Highway, some 40 miles from here. Heading down to the sand, let's see if we can find a fire pit. And it looks like all the ones adjacent to the parking lot are taken already. Let's keep looking. Open fire pits, holy smokes. Oh, I think the life hack is that this one isn't right next to the public parking lot. That's why less of them are taken. And that's why stainless steel. Time to get some water for my oatmeal. Wow, every spot has their own trash can. which means every spot has something to lean my bike against, unlike Huntington Beach. Oh my goodness, this looks easier than it is. Perfecto. Alright, Squashy, we're getting this party started. Got some wood burning. Once it burns down to smaller size, then we will put the water on and make some oatmeal. And in the meantime, plenty of plane spotting to be had. Alright, my new Dutch oven is getting christened by the fire. That's the one from the Pomona Citywide garage sale I paid $10 for. The great thing about cast iron is it's easy to wash. You just use steel wool and then you let it dry. You don't use soap. Alright, water is boiling. Time to add this stuff. The goal is to get minimum dust inside of it. It's that easy. When I cook oatmeal on an open fire, I stir it periodically to prevent it from sticking to the bottom and burning. And really, I don't leave it on the heat all that long. It doesn't really need that much to get done. Better safe than burnt. That's a big one. Yummy oatmeal cooling down. It's oatmeal with coconut powder and golden raisins. Chow down when I come to your town. But yeah, the fire pit game gets really competitive. People must come out here at 6 in the morning and put their stuff around to claim their spot. That's why bicycle barbecue season has historically been winter and fall. Because you come back then, there's like hardly anybody. At least Huntington Beach, that's as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, this is a nice beach. The fire pits are like conical shaped, so it's like a bit more reaching over to get your stuff in the fire, which is a little bit annoying, but aside from that, I really like the venue. The plane spotting's a nice touch. The beach is pretty nice. You got some power plants, and then I might go for a swim. Yeah, I recently learned the proper way to clean cast iron is just brush it down with water and steel wool, and then put it on the heat so the water can evaporate so it doesn't get rusty. You can see the last traces of water are evaporating. And would you know, right as I left, someone else claimed my fire pit, and I think they're all taken by now. Yeah, I learned not to mess around with that. 5 years ago, I made a video where I was trying to do a barbecue, and I'm like, oh, Huntington Beach, there's so many fire pits, they're not all gonna be taken. And 7 straight miles, every single fire pit was taken. So get early or wait till the winter. I'm gonna take the sea line back to the San Gabriel River trail and then bike home from there. Heading back east the way we came, I stopped to make an obligatory hip hop reference. Yeah, don't leave your wallet here. And on the eastbound side of Imperial, we find a very unique bike bypass shortcut. Okay, the westbound side had one too, but I didn't notice it. Alright, back at Aviation LAX station. Now that's how you lock a bike. We make our way back onto the sea line and take it as far east as it goes to Norwalk. Now let's talk about how easy it is to get to the San Gabriel River trail from this station. And guess what street we have to get back on? Imperial Highway. The entire station is sealed off from the adjacent neighborhoods, which would prevent me from taking this amazing shortcut down to this green belt that leads directly to the trail. So instead, there's only one street leading in and out. We're gonna take that to Imperial Highway. I remember biking on this segment once and I didn't like it. By the way, the Google claims this is some kind of bike path, but I tend to disagree here. After what feels like one of the longest blocks ever biked through traffic, I hop up on the sidewalk where it connects with the river trail, and we're home free. I love how there's just a random train track paralleling the trail. It's a nice touch that the Santa Ana River lacks. But yeah, this video is over. So, how would I improve Norwalk Station? We can't put a hole in the fence at the south end of the parking lot because that would make it too easy to walk to the station. So I suggest just get rid of the freeway and turn it into a bike trail with bypass ramps that connect directly with the San Gabriel River.
It's that easy.